I just turned 30 years old, and today I want to tell you the 8 biggest lessons that I learned from my 20s. So I've just turned 30 years old, and it was the first birthday I've ever had where I woke up feeling older. And I don't mean older like my joints were aching and my hair was going great, thank God, but older in the sense that I felt like I had a bigger sense of responsibility on my shoulders. Kind of like now's the time to start taking real responsibility and action in my life. It's also been a really great time for me to reflect on my 20s. And I think even though nothing really changes the day you turn a certain age, I think reaching the end of a decade, a 10-year period, is a really great time to reflect and really look at what you've done in the past 10 years and what you can be proud of and what you're grateful for. I also achieved some really incredible things in my 20s. I made some incredible friends both in Australia and in the UK. I cooked for the Queen, I moved countries, I travelled, I loved and I had my heart broken even harder. I partied, I partied really hard. I started a business, I met the most amazing partner who I want to spend my life with. I've definitely done a lot and I've grown a huge amount in the past 10 years. And experiencing so many things obviously taught me a lot of lessons. And that's why I made this video, to maybe teach you or maybe pass on some of this wisdom to you, the viewer, who's taking the time out of your day to watch this. So thank you for watching so far. Stick around for the 8 biggest lessons of my 20s. Number 1 is explore as much as you can. And I mean travel, go on road trips, even just a day out in a new place you haven't been before, experience new restaurants. All these things just help to make you a well-rounded person and give you a really good idea of what's out there in the world. And I think also it's important when if you feel stuck in a certain place, to know that there's more out there. If you never travel and you never leave your hometown, how are you supposed to know what you're missing out on? And that's motivation to get out of your hometown, Point number 2, and this one is pretty self-explanatory. Party as hard as you can before your body can't take it and you appreciate your weekends too much. I went through a period of my life of having a really good time partying, and I made incredible bonds through those times, and I had an incredible amount of fun. And I wouldn't have those memories if I hadn't have partied hard. And when I was 15, to the age of like 22, 23, I could do that without my body feeling like death for 3 or 4 days afterwards. Now I can't, now I don't want to do it anymore, but I'm very glad that I did. Point number 3, and that's find friends that you can spend every day with, because the day will come and you won't have time to spend all that time with them. I had the most incredible group of friends back in the UK, and we saw each other every day. We partied together, we hung out together, we were there for each other, and just being in that space and creating those lifelong friends is something I'll never forget. So make friends that you can spend every day with, that you want to spend every day with, and they might become lifelong friends, and that's invaluable. Number 4, don't take work too seriously. There's always another job, but you only get one life. Especially in your 20s, you might have found a passion in a career, whatever it might be, but just know that's not the only job you'd ever get, and don't give up opportunities and chances of connection or chances of exploration just because your boss says no. There's going to be way more opportunities out there for you to work in the future, but there might only be one opportunity for you to take this adventure or a chance with your friends now. So make sure you take that. Number 5 is to love hard. And what I mean by this is love your friends, your family, your romantic partners, and yourself. And yeah, of course, the harder you love, the harder the heartbreak, but the growth and the experience that comes with the love is worth more. And the heartbreak, you only get better and stronger after the heartbreak anyway, so don't let the fear of getting heartbroken stop you from loving really hard. I found some of the best connections I've ever had came from just allowing myself to love these people, and in turn know more about myself and building better connections with other people as well. So don't be afraid to fall in love and love everyone that loves you. Number 6, don't forget about or neglect time with your family. In your 20s, there's so much opportunity for you to miss time with the people that love you the most, that one day you're going to realize that you've missed so much time with them and you might regret it, and it might be too late. In my late teens and early 20s, I would go a week without seeing my family. Almost literally. I would wake up in the morning to go to work or college before they were awake, and then after work or college I'd go see my friends, and I'd get home after they went to bed, and I would do that every day of the week. And I realized all they wanted was to have dinner with me and to sit down and connect with me, and I neglected that for many years. After years of doing this, I realized that actually I've missed so much time with them. you know, and even the times of just sitting and eating dinner, I missed all the opportunity to connect with them. And that's something I'll never get back. So in your 20s, when you are having fun and experiencing life with your friends and stuff, don't be afraid to spend time with your family, because that time's also super important too. Okay, number 7. Don't worry so much about finding your purpose. It will come to you when you're ready, and if it doesn't ever come, that's okay too. Don't spend so long worrying about what you should be doing and setting these like huge goals and trying to find who you are as a person. Some of the best people that I know are 50 or 60 years old and still don't know what their purpose is. So don't focus so much on it. And I know there's so much things in social media about if you find your purpose, you'll never work a day again in your life. A lot of it's just fucking bullshit. A lot of it is external pressure from people trying to sell you stuff. So although the idea of having a purpose is great, don't worry so much about finding it. It will find you when you're ready. And last but not least is number 8, which is laugh. Laugh as much as you can. Find humor in as many situations as you can. And just really know that life is about finding the small moments that you can enjoy and finding happiness in those moments as well. So they were the 8 biggest lessons that I learned in my 20s. And now I've turned 30, maybe I can pass these on to someone else who's in their 20s, or maybe just about to turn 20, and you might find that something's related to you. So in conclusion, your 20s is really about finding out who you are, connecting with friends and making opportunities to laugh as much as you can, and having fun and enjoying every moment that you get to enjoy with your friends, your family, the people that you love, and also yourself. And just remember to enjoy as many moments as you can. Don't worry about making $1 million or, you know, becoming the CEO of a huge company or starting a business. If you want to do that, cool, that's all for you. For me personally, I don't think it's worth it. You know, I think the 20s should be so much about finding out what makes you happy, what lights you up, and just building memories. Because when you turn 30 and onwards, as you get older, it's not going to be as easy to do that. You're not going to have the time to do that. You're not going to have the energy to do that. So I think your 20s is really the perfect time to make all that happen. I really hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed making this one and reflecting on my 20s and kind of what I learned in that time. And I hope that maybe this can help you, inspire you, make you make different choices for the better. If you like this, click subscribe. If something resonated with you, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.